Hey YouTube, once again your Vaping Middleman is coming. Now, today we're going to discuss something that recently occurred because of the video I did about my personal standards when it comes to doing my reviews. These were ethical standards, and honestly, I stand behind every standard that I mentioned. But one of the people that was involved during that brought up something from my past that not many people knew, and I honestly feel this is something we need to discuss. The reason I say that we need to discuss this is the simple fact that every one of us that are vapors, that vape, even 3 nic, and even some of us that vape 0 nic. If we are honest with ourselves, we at one time were addicted to nicotine. I know one gentleman had actually stated that he felt that there was no true addiction to nicotine. But I'm sorry, I have to disagree. You can be addicted to coffee. You can be addicted to alcohol. And nicotine is no different with that. The thing is, every one of us handle our addictions differently. Myself, I started vaping back in, let's see, this is 2016, so probably 2014. And it wasn't until last year, around May, that I was able to stop smoking for the first time using vape. But no matter what, I still battle with my addiction to nicotine and to cigarettes. Every one of us, if we are honest with each other, we battle that every day. The simple fact is, the simple fact of what they mentioned was that I was dual using while reviewing and while reviewing juices. Well, I'll tell you right now, since I started this channel, I have fallen off the horse twice. I'll admit that right now in front of everybody in this room and everybody watching this video. I have fallen off the horse twice, but do you know how long I fell off the horse for? 2 weeks for the first time. The second time was 1 week. And they took me saying that I was dual using as though I was dual using for a long time. That is not the fact. The fact is I dual used for 2 weeks. But you know what? There's no problem with that. If you're a new vapor and you just quit smoking, if you need to dual use and because of that nicotine addiction, do it. I'll admit with you right now, vape nicotine at times does not feel the same as a cigarette nicotine. You have to break yourself. You have to fight to get completely off. But do it on your own time. Nobody, no reviewer should be set to the point that they have, and I'll admit I was this way, I was afraid to tell people those week or 2 weeks that I fell off the horse, that I was dual using. I was ashamed of it at times and didn't want to tell people because of those high standards that I have most of those times, I quit completely reviewing, except for things that I had already recorded or things that were not juice. I refused to review juice during those times. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at my YouTube. Because, to be honest with you, really, I took a break a lot of times when I fell off the horse, or when I was getting really stressed out and I was afraid it would happen again, or just when I had issues going on personally. Like, here's a perfect example. I fell off the horse around the beginning of December, okay? I reviewed Pumpkin Pie by Zorro's on November 25th. Now, I did not review another juice until December 20th. Did I taste that juice during that time? Yeah, I tasted it during that time. No change occurred. I'm sorry my taste buds for 1 week doesn't get thrown off if that happened. But you know what? I held off reviewing it until I felt comfortable that that time was over. Then we go all the way back I'm right now flipping through all of my things. It was actually right toward the beginning of the channel. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to find it. Sorry, I didn't get these dates. I can't remember exactly when the other one was, but that one was for a week. The one in December was 2 weeks. It was one or the other. I cannot remember which. I don't keep track of that because I'm not proud of that. And the simple fact is, it doesn't matter if I fell off the horse for 1 week, or if I fell off the horse for 2 weeks, or honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't matter if I would fall off the horse and be continually dual using, which I'm not. Praise God, I've been off of it again for the second time since back on December 5th, I think was the last day. But do you know what? Before I started vaping, I was a pack and a half vapor. Or a pack and a half smoker. The couple times I did dual use, a week for 1 pack. I just finished that 1 pack. That was all it was. The other one, 2 weeks, 1 pack. Honestly, we as a community have gotten to the point that we berate people. I have seen this on Facebook groups. I have seen this on different social media sites that I'm in. that I was in. I actually left one because people were berating people for that. And the simple fact is, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter. We should not be berating people, even if they are a reviewer, for that. Because that's in their personal life. I have told you that I look at things from the public point of view. What if someone were to see something? How would that reflect on the community? Most of the people in my community have no idea of anything. But why should we even be on Facebook groups as a community going out there and saying, these are some things I saw this week? And I'm kind of glad this came up because of this. Someone was saying that they dual used, and yet the people were saying, oh, you don't want to quit hard enough, or you shouldn't be doing that. Why are you even vaping if you're smoking? First off, vaping is harm reduction. Every less cigarette that you smoke is a victory. Every less cigarette. If you were a pack and a half a day like I was, and you're down to 1 pack a week, that's a victory. You should be happy over that. I'm seeing this now because, today I'm preparing for the scoop right now. That's actually why I am set up in the Minuteman headquarters. I'm preparing for the scoop tonight, and I wanted to get this video recorded because I'm not even going to cut it hardly. I might cut a little off the beginning, but that's about it. But I just had to get this out there. Like I said, I went through a lot of struggles. I went through fighting between, because when you're addicted to something, and if you're addicted to alcohol, if you're addicted to drugs, if you've been addicted to anything, if you're addicted, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, if you're addicted to marijuana, and you wanted to get off of it, you know the struggle it could be. Because yes, you can be addicted to marijuana. And the thing is, if you're addicted to something and you want to get off of it, it is hard no matter what. That is the basis of what I'm trying to say. Don't be berating people when it is harm reduction, not harm prevention. Don't be berating people when it's things like that. We should be worried about how we are looking as a community to other people. When I'm dual using, I hadn't went out there and said, hey, I'm a reviewer, I'm out there doing everything, blah, blah, blah. I don't go out and do that kind of stuff. But you know what? Ever since that second time, I honestly haven't had an urge, and I've been through some of the most stressful portions of my life, guys. You don't know the stress I've been through. And you know what? For those that berated me over that issue when it was said in confidence to a friend, or someone I considered a friend, I say you are no friend. Anyone who considers you a friend really does not know how you really are. Sad to say, but it's the truth, man. But, you know what? That's enough talk. Don't forget, go out there, sign up for CASA, sign up for the Vaping Militia. Check out the scoop tonight, because we may just talk about a new social media and social group for vapors. I don't know if we're really going to talk about it tonight. It's called the Vapor Shack. The Vapor Shack. Yeah. But, I left my other site, so I will not be promoting it anymore. So come over to Vapor Shack. But, don't forget, everybody, as always, I'm going to go out on my noisy cricket. You got to fight for your rights to vape.